Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, for a very long time, the immediate former Kitui governor, Charity Ngilu, has been silent. But today, Charity Ngilu has come out to speak her mind the same way she always does. And Ngilu has been championing, she has been actually among the people who have been championing for the women leadership in this country. Of course, in Azimio, they had Mother Karua, and they were fighting that half of that team will take leadership. The same way Raila chose Mother Karua as a running mate, it is going to happen the same way in the cabinet. But they missed. So it is Ruto who is going to form the government. But again, Ruto had also given promises. And Charity Ngilu is here to remind William Samoei Ruto on the promises that he had given to the Kenya Kwanza team. And this is what she posted. He promised 50%, 11 women in the cabinet that we can support. Let's wait and see. So according to Charity Ngilu, she is ready to support the 50% women in the cabinet. But again, she's saying, let's wait to see if Ruto is going to implement this. Some people are not happy, by the way, in Kenya Kwanza on Charity Ngilu's post, because what should be happening as of now is that the Kenya Kwanza side should be supporting what Charity Ngilu is saying, because seemingly it's like Charity Ngilu is supporting what Ruto had already promised to the women. But I think Charity Ngilu has a reason why she's coming out with this. It might look like she's supporting, but she has a reason why. Because seemingly, it's like Ruto might not implement what he had promised. And we want to look into some of those promises, and I will explain to you the reason why I believe that Ruto will not deliver 50% of the cabinet to the women. There is no way they will get 11 slots. I will explain, but before we go deep into those two issues, just a quick request. You might be watching this channel, but you're not yet subscribed. So my humble request, please consider subscribing so that another time, once we release a video like this one, you will always get notified. Again, to all our channel subscribers and anyone who drop comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Again, I'm requesting you to give our video a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend our videos to more viewers. Back to our discussion. Now, in the just concluded election, of course, it was only William Ruto who had a man as a running mate. Everyone had a female running mate. And Ruto was the odd one out. So he was looking for every means to make sure that he is appealing to the women by promising to give half of the cabinet, and even in every position, in every appointment, that he will be considering women to get 50%. Ruto came out with this issue just to appeal to the women and to look just nice. And that is what informed the coming up of Kenya Kwanza Women Charter, where in that conference he signed an agreement in which he promised to introduce Women Right Agency to protect women from gender-based violence. This was just some of the promises. He also promised that his administration will establish cash 50 billion shillings, which is going to fund and enable women to access credit to support their business. So women will be also, they will be waiting for 50 billion shillings. Again, also, in the Women Charter, they agreed that they are going to review that charter after every 6 months to make sure that whatever they had signed is strictly being implemented the way they had promised. But will it happen? In my own thinking, the way I told you from the beginning, I doubt if really this is going to happen. Number one, the reason is that Ruto had given, or he had gone into an agreement with other party leaders, sorry for that, akina Musalia, Mudavadi, Wetangula. For example, Musalia and Wetangula, Ruto promised to give them 30%, and that means that they are going to get about 7 slots. So tell me, if Ruto is going to give the 7 or 6 slots to Musalia and Wetangula, so they share 3-3. Now look on how Mudavadi is going to fill those positions. Of course, he's going to look on the senior members who have been in ANC party, and who are these people who will get the reward. Of course, the active person there, for example, Mudavadi will go for someone like Alfred Agoy, the immediate former member of parliament for Sabatia, who lost when he vied for the governor. Agoy will be rewarded. Now that one is a male, not female. Now, the next position, if Mudavadi will have another chance, of course he will go to Kakamega, and the immediate person that he will pick will be Cleophas Malala, because that is the active member of ANC party. So Malala will be picked. That is also male, not female. If he will have another third position, then I'm sure, maybe, just maybe, he will go to Busia County, and the next person will be Sakwa Bunyasi, a former member of parliament and a man who vied for the governor position, and he lost. So tell me, already in ANC, all these laws are going to serious men in ANC party, because there's no active woman in ANC more than the people I've mentioned here, and those are the pillars of ANC party. If you go to Wetangula, the first person that will come in the mind of Wetangula, it is Chris Wamalwa, who vied for the governor of Trans Nzoia, and he lost. Then from there, maybe Wetangula will think of other issues. Now, come to the issue of Mount Kenya region. How many women do you think will be fronted in Mount Kenya for these CS positions? Because now Gachagua is also asking for his positions, and he needs 5 to 6 slots there. But then, if you look at someone like Ndindi Nyoro, it's like he might resign to go and take a CS position. Kimani Ichung'wah. Then you just find there it's only Alice Wahome who seemingly might get a chance in that government. How wengine, we don't know, we are not sure. Now, go to the issue of Lower Eastern. Huko Ukambani sasa. Who is supposed to be a person there? Of course, the man who is sure of this position is Alfred Mutua, the immediate former Machakos governor, and also party leader of Maendeleo Chap. If there will be another chance, then the person who will get the reward there is Alfred Mutua, Johnson Muthama, the UDA chairman, because that is the person who has been selling UDA party in Lower Eastern. Hapo kuna mwanamke, hakuna wamama hapo, hakuna wasichana. Go to the issue of Coast region. Hapo ndio at least utaona mtu kama Aisha Jumwa is coming on table as a woman. But then there's another issue. Now you have to sort out mambo kama Hassan Sarai. Of course, he vied for gubernatorial position in Mombasa and he lost. He need a position. So you put this thing together, you see how they will balance it. You find that men are going to dominate. Even if you go to Nyanza region, the people who possibly might appear in that cabinet, we're talking about either Obado, and if not Obado, then we have Eliud Owalo. Or 2 of them. He might choose 2 of them, Eliud Owalo and Obado. So these 2, wapi nafasi ya wanawake? 50% women, wako wapi? Even if you go to Nyanza, the same thing happens there. You go back to Rift Valley, majina yenye nakuja mbele before you see any other name, it is Kipchumba Murkomen. Watu wanapata reward then akina Davis Chirchir. Those are the name coming there. Uende huko kwa kina Duale huko chini, the name that comes first is Aden Duale. So in my view, with all things that we are seeing here, I can only say that I'm sure maybe, the only figure I'm sure that Ruto might deliver could be maybe 7 slots or 5 to women. The rest is going to be male dominant because of all of this challenge. And this is how Ruto is going to betray the women in this country. So, the same way Charity Ngilu is saying that let's wait and see if he will deliver the 50%. That means 11 slots to women in that cabinet. Will it be possible? I doubt. Because now you are going to reward loyalists and the people who seemingly have worked for the party and those who look heavyweight. So when you go with that one, it becomes a male-dominated issue. And that's a challenge also that has become a problem in the National Assembly to close that gap between female members of parliament and the male gender. Male are dominating everywhere. So the Kenya Kwanza women should prepare for betrayal by President William Samoei Ruto as his cabinet is being prepared. And that's the reason why Charity Ngilu is coming out with this post. This post is just to remind William Ruto and to prepare Kenyans to watch closely on how Ruto is going to select his cabinet. As simple as that. So Ngilu is aware that Ruto might fail the women in this country. We are waiting to see, and if Ruto will get it right, we will come here to tell you that Ruto promised 50% and he has delivered. We have nothing to hide about that. Where he gets right, we give it to him. Where he's wrong, we call him out. See you in our next video.